Read the story. A woman over in New York City was in an accident. She had her little newborn baby in the back seat. I need to tell you this. When John said, now we the sons of God, he uses the Greek word technon. Technon does not mean just an offspring or someone who's a son. See, I'm a son and I'm 30, none of your business years old. But technon means a newborn baby. How many parents in the house? How many parents in the house? You remember when your child was a newborn? Let me tell you about newborn babies. They don't know if they've got Timberlands on, Nike, or the latest Walmart special. They don't know if you're feeding them like name brand milk, or you're giving them pedigree. They don't know any of that stuff. All they know is if daddy's here, if mommy's here, it's gonna be all right. You can take a newborn child, stick it out of a 14th floor window, and as long as he's looking at you, the dude doesn't know there's 14 floors down, and it might just have the possibility of giving you a headache if you fall. The dude will look at you and crack up. You know why? Mommy's here. This lady was in New York on the highway, and she was thrown out of her car in an accident. Her newborn baby in the back seat was thrown out of a car. They were both out in the highway. Trucks coming by and all sorts of 18-wheelers going by on the highway by her. The woman was paralyzed instantly from waist down for life. The kid landed about 10 feet from her. And the first paramedic or fireman that got there, I can't remember what it was, when the journalist came over and said, sir, what did you see first in your experience? He said, I am absolutely shocked. She said, why are you shocked? He said, because when I got here, I've never seen this in all of my years in this country. He said, when I got here, I looked over at that little child and his poor mom was paralyzed. But when I looked at his face, he was smiling. He had just been thrown out of the backseat of a car and all sorts of danger looming. He didn't know that his life was about to change forever. But he was there and he was smiling. And they said, well, why was this little kid smiling? He said, because, see, his mother was 10 feet away. And she could not walk. But with her little fingers, she was going, he's going to be all right, baby. Mommy's here. It's going to be all right. And every time he could hear the horns and the sirens and all this stuff, the little baby could have been going crazy. But because he was gazing at his mother, he knew. If mommy's here, it's going to be all right. I am preaching under the direction of the Holy Ghost tonight. To somebody in this house, you came to this conference not knowing where you were going. There are some people in this house, you're waiting on a test. There's some people in this house needing direction. There's some people in this house struggling in your marriage. There's some people in this house that this economy has taken everything you've ever had. Some people going through a foreclosure and even bankruptcy. There's some people sitting in this place and you carry a smile to church, but way down on the inside there's some torn things down in your life, and you don't know, it does not yet appear what you shall be. The Holy Ghost brought me here to tell you, now you are the Son of God. Lift up your head, square up your shoulders. my son Caleb turned 1. He had just barely turned 1. I believe actually right in those days, his birthday is 21st of December. We were out in Hawaii for Christmas on vacation with my in-laws. And he had just turned 1, maybe the day before, something like that. The one thing about my son Caleb, who's an athlete, star athlete, jock, we're taking applications right now. He's good looking, a jock, an athlete, like his daddy. And the one thing about my son Caleb, he wanted to run before he could walk. And I'd always tell him, you know, son, you need to walk first. Walk, try walking. No, he wanted to run. So it took him a little longer than I wanted. I mean, as a dad and as a proud dad and a competitive dad, I saw all my other, you know, friends' kids walking at 6 months. I was looking at my son going, come on, man! Get your stuff together. Looking like a young giraffe and whatnot. My son on that Sunday, I'll never forget this, he started walking. And as a dad, I was so proud because this was the first day I saw him playing with his little friends. The first time. He was running after his little friends and he wasn't falling. And I was thinking, oh my goodness, that's my boy. That's a Diaz right there. Oh yeah, watch out, Bo Jackson. It's my boy. He was running after his little friends in the parking lot, and I was watching him over on the behind the glass door from the church, and I was so proud of him, and I was staring at him, and all of his friends. I don't know what they were playing, but he was just following after him. And over at my in-laws' church, the parking lot goes down on an incline, and you know. That's a lot to ask from a guy that just started walking a couple minutes ago. To know how to balance himself on an incline. So I am the worst person when it comes to emergencies. You don't want to be out in the middle of a road with a truck coming at you, because I will not scream. I will watch. And I will try, but it doesn't come out. So I'll go